Hi, my name is Thorsten Schmidt and I am the founder and CEO of NMS Prime. With NMS Prime, we focus on network operator automations, and today I have a really interesting topic. I want to share with you some thoughts about comparing a classical network operator with a SaaS startup. So let's get started. So let's take an example operator with approximately this size. So important to mention is that the example operator has 1 million TV customers and approximately 10% of the TV customers use the internet product, which makes, you can see it here, approximately 60 million annual recurring revenue. Compared to this, we have our cool SaaS startups. And like mentioned before, I want to really jump into the topic of unit economic. And a unit economic means that, for example, our cool SaaS startup has a cool product A and it's subscription based. So on average, a customer will pay $50 for the subscription per month, which means on a yearly basis, he will pay $600. Then the next important unit economic is the churn rate. So in this example, we take 3% per year. And then we've come to the calculation part, which is really interesting to understand. First of all, we've got the LTV value. LTV means lifetime value, and it's calculated by the yearly earnings of an average product divided by the churn rate. So in this example, $20,000. Then the next important metric is called CAC, which is the customer acquisition cost. And in this example, it means we need $500 for marketing and our sales team to earn a new customer. And then we can simply divide these two metrics, the lifetime value divided by the customer acquisition cost. And this is quite amazing because this means if I put $1 into my startup, on the long run, I will earn $40 out of it if everything, of course, scales perfectly and works well. So this is quite an important metric, and now let's assume this idea into our example network operator. Once again, we've got the network operator here, and now we've got the unit economics adapted to our network operator. And we see, once again, it was not randomly chosen the numbers. On average, the user pays $50 for an internet access, for example, in the US. And on a yearly basis, we've got once again the metrics shown to you. And here I've slightly increased the churn rate from 3 to 5%. So maybe you think it's not this much or this important. But for the lifetime value, we see from 20,000 decrease to 12,000. Our customer acquisition cost stays the same. So now if we put $1 into our network operator, we only get $24 out of it. So this is really interesting to see compared to maybe the startup before. If the churn rate increases by 2%, our perspective from an investor point of view really is not this attractive like compared before. So what are the takeaways here? What are the most important takeaways and learnings from this approach about unit economics? First of all, churn rate is really important, and let me state this out really clearly. In a bigger organization, it is as important as your sales team, because most or many failures for bigger startups is that they really focus on increasing their sales teams, but on the other part, they are losing customers. And like I showed you in this example, if you only can decrease your customer churn by 1%, on the long run, it will really make a difference. So there must be a person in your organization, if you are big enough, who is responsible for churn rate. And this means you have to measure it at least on a monthly basis, better on a weekly or even daily basis. Of course, take customer complaints serious. This is the next learning which we should take out of it, because like mentioned here, on the long run, the churn rate is as important as the sales team. The next important takeaway is that if our market potential is or market opportunity is huge enough, then speed really matters, because the unit economics will get worse if you have to take a customer from a competitor. So that means in our example, like we only have 10% of all our potential customers who have TV, then we have a lot of potential for upsell for an internet access. So that is why speed matters, and I can only recommend you the book from Reid Hoffman, who is the founder of LinkedIn, Blitzscaling, where he really introduces the idea of really fast scaling up startups. And the second thing is, like mentioning, or which is an implication from the second point, is that if the market opportunity is big enough, then you should take capital to really increase your speed to get all the customers. And like shown with these kind of metrics, you will have it easy to talk to investors or to banks to get the cash to really speed up your network operator and to earn as much as possible customers. So this is important stuff which I want to share to you. If you have any questions, then feel free to contact me. My name is Thorsten Schmidt, and I'm fighting for affordable and high quality internet access. And thanks for watching.